Hello, Randy Brandt and everyone at Kansas Fest in 2012. Mark Simonsen here. Just wanted to say a couple of things about Randy. I remember the first time I met him at Beagle. Walked into the office, he was there, and someone who was already there introduced us. Might even have been Sharon Kersey. And I thought, who is this school teacher groupie? And what does he want from us? And I found out he was a programmer. And I think I had a pretty high opinion of myself and all the other programmers at Beagle at the time. We considered ourselves world class as far as the 6502 went. We thought we could make it stand on its head and dance a jig and do anything else, and nothing was impossible for us. And I found out pretty quickly that Randy was not only a very smart guy, he was a very good programmer. In those early days, Alan Bird and I split off to create the software Touch. And Alan wrote a macro program for AppleWorks called AutoWorks, and Randy wrote one for Beagle called MacroWorks. And so Randy was kind of the enemy for a while. Not really, but we had competing programs. And then after I acquired Beagle Brothers, then we were all on the same team, and Randy wrote Ultra MacroWorks. Ultra Macros for timeout. Ultra MacroWorks was before that. Sorry, I'm looking down at my notes here. Some of Randy's characteristics that I really enjoyed were he was, and probably still is, a sports nut. He was really into lots of different sports, especially basketball. And not just talking about it, but also playing. I remember shooting hoops with Randy at Kansas Fest. One of the very early ones, may not have been the very first one, but one of the early ones that Tom Weiser pulled off way back in the day, probably in Olathe or Overland Park or wherever we used to have him back then. Randy was also very political. He loved to talk politics, and fortunately we were both on the same side of politics, so it made it a lot more fun. Randy is a very dedicated family man, and he's very proud of his kids. Rightfully so. He's got a bunch of little geniuses for kids, and I guess they're not so little anymore. He's got a great sense of humor. Ask him the name of his favorite software product. It starts with a P, in case Randy needs a reminder. We were laughing about it just a couple of weeks ago, about a furniture store out here that has a similar name to his favorite software product. Randy is a tireless guy. He just, back in the day when I worked closely with him, he would work nonstop, and I know he's doing that now just from what I see that he's doing on the web and what I hear when we exchange emails and things. So, sorry for the rambling. Those are just a few memories of my time with Randy Brandt. Congratulations, Randy, on your Apple II Forever Award. I am grateful to know you. You've been a great friend over the years, and I wish you all the best. And I wish everyone at Kansas Fest a wonderful weekend at your meeting. Wish I was there. Thanks. Bye.